Here is how you get leads and sales from what you're posting on your Instagram stories without feeling annoying, being spammy, or having to consistently create beautiful on-brand graphics because nobody has time for that. So if you feel like you just open up your Instagram stories and are bombarded by other online entrepreneurs who are posting about a new client here, a new sign up there, or how much money they are making, and how all these people are finding them on Instagram, yet you go and post and there's nothing but crickets. That's why in today's video, I wanted to teach you exactly what you should be posting or what you should be saying in your Instagram stories so that you do have people in your DMs inquiring about your offers, and even better, actually signing themselves up automatically without being annoying or getting eye rolls about what you're posting. And a bonus is that at the end of the video, I'm going to be sharing some things that you could be doing, which is the reason why you are not getting any sales. So if you are new to this channel, go ahead, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell because I'm a sales funnel expert and I'm going to teach you exactly how to attract new leads and turn them over into sales automatically using funnels. Getting sales from our Instagram stories is very similar to the AIDA principle that I shared in my last video. Now, I'll go ahead and link it down below for you guys to watch after this video, and I'll make sure that it pops up next for you. Now, I created my entire Stop the Scroll method following the AIDA principle. My Stop the Scroll method is my simple 3-step method that converts leads into cash automatically using funnels. And at the very first step of that is how we attract people or our awareness, according to our AIDA. Again, just go watch that video after this one to learn more about that. Now, you have to remember, your Instagram stories are meant for people to get to know you more. So when we're thinking about know, and trust that we're building with our followers, with our ideal clients online, our stories are playing that role of getting to know people. So meaning our stories is going to be our conversion tool for sales when we're thinking about our Instagram. So how do we do this? Well, first we have to attract somebody. We have to attract them to our stories and to our content. So you do this by hooking somebody in. And this can be done simply in the image that you decide to post first, or a sentence or some text that you have that's going to hook somebody into either turning their volume up and listening to your entire story or making sure that they stick around to watch the entire series. Now, over time, the way you attract people to your stories is by keeping in similar themes. So just like you would have pillars with your content, you want to have some themes or pillars of what you're sharing in your stories. So when people come to watch your stories, they know what to expect. They know that you're going to be sharing consistently about these topics. So as an example, in my own business and my own Instagram stories, I keep to some pretty basic pillars which are sharing the day in my life. So what is it like behind the scenes, running and owning a business? And I definitely share more about my kids. Now, it's just my personal choice of sharing my family life. You may choose not to. And then lastly, I choose 2 things that really are a big part of who I am, which is fitness and working out and getting ready, doing makeup. I have a big passion for makeup. And overall, by watching my stories, you would gather all of this information and you're going to have an invested interest on keeping up with me. Keeping up with Caitlin. Now, once you've attracted somebody, now it's time that you pique their interest. So what's it to them? Remember that what you have to offer is not their priority until you've showed them that it is their priority. So what you want to share and how you want to pique their interest is by reminding them of where they are at and where they want to be. So share your story in relation to their own journey. So some examples that you can use in your own Instagram stories is simply sharing your own transformation story. You also want the viewer to feel like their feelings are validated, that you, too, have once been there and felt those same things. So that, say, I was watching your stories and I was relating to your content, I can see myself in your story and see, wow, she's been able to do this, so why not me? Now it's time to influence their decision. Just notice how I didn't say sell the decision, I said influence the decision. And this is done simply by embodying the results that you promise, also known as just practice what you preach. You want people to feel like they can achieve the results, too. You're not convincing, you're not persuading them to purchase what you have to offer, but rather you're inspiring them to make that decision. You are inspiring them that there is another way. An example that give you on how to influence the decision is if you are, say, a nutrition coach. What you want to share on your stories are things like a day in the life of somebody who eats healthy, eats nutritious, eats macros, eats plant-based, whatever type of or niche you are within the nutrition industry. And sharing is, what is it like to be somebody who has achieved such and such results? If it's, say, body fat composition changes, share that transformation. Share that journey. Share what it was like to go through that journey. Embody that person who has lived this past life and is continuing to live the better version of herself. And even just sharing what I eat in a day. For some reason, myself included, people are so invested in what people eat in a day. Now, the way that you nail the sales is by sharing the results with real-life examples. So this is where it might feel like you're being bombarded by other people signing people up. However, what you really ultimately want to do is share the results because results will convert. So once you have attracted, piqued, and influenced, then it's time to share the results. And you will have those results to share if you have followed the above steps or the prior steps above on my script. Prior in the video. Remember that ultimately people want to see themselves in the results. So that's why it's really important to have some diverse success stories of different clients, different backgrounds, different goals, different results, so that you're catering to the majority of people because somebody just like themselves at the place where they are at achieve the results that you offer, the likelihood of them purchasing and signing up automatically is going to be a lot higher. And like I mentioned, if you followed the prior steps, you will have those results to share. Now, if you don't have any client results or any success stories yet, you just keep sharing your own. So let's just review quickly before I move on to what you could be doing, and that's the reason why you're not getting any sales. So you have attracted somebody to your stories. You kept within the themes, you're hooking them in, getting them to continue watching the series of stories. They are having an invested interest in watching and keeping up with you. Then you move into where you begin to pique their interest. Remember, it's not their priority until you show it is their priority. So validate their feelings, make them feel seen where they are at right now, and then you're going to influence the decision. Influence the decision by embodying the results you offer. Now, as a really quick example, what I mean by here to just really drill in what I mean by influencing the decision is, for example, in my own business, I talk a lot about passive income and the freedom of passive income and freedom in general. So what I make sure to do by embodying that is showing what freedom means to me. Freedom means going to the gym at 9 a.m. Freedom means picking my kids up from school. Freedom means I decide to work in my bed instead of my office.